Good morning. Good morning, all. Welcome to Hat Check Studios. RT Bear here. We're going to have a good show for you next hour or so with the great Eric Ninaltowski and his Shadow Sentry. Should be good. Should be good. We're going to talk about his comic book, his upcoming. Well, it's not upcoming. It's actually live. It's going strong. So Eric's a good friend. We got to talk to him about getting out of California, though. California's burning. Got to get him over someplace where you can be free. You can be a free person, like Texas. So let's see. Let's go to the chat. Oh, we already got. I borrow ideas, only the good ones. Hey, Art and Eric. Art is only a week late. I'm late to everything. I'm going to be late to my own funeral, which is a good thing. Which is, everybody makes it sound like it's a bad thing to be late, but I'm going to be late for my own funeral, so that's a good thing, right? All right, the mob is coming in. Aaron Olson, what's up? Good morning, T Bear. Spirits Car, howdy, Art. What's up? Sorry, I'm late. Well, I was being accused of being late, so Past Master Dan, you're on time. Was watching prison fight scene from The Watchmen. That's actually a really good fight. It's pretty cool. When he catches that guy, he ignites that guy on fire. I saw behind the scenes thing that was a full body burn, man. That guy was, I think he only had like pants on, so he was all bare chested and everything, and did that fire scene. It's pretty crazy. Stuntmen are awesome. Hey Kenneth, what's up, man? Kenneth Racafort, Comicsgate's own. I've loved that guy's work forever. I still pinch myself that he's hanging out with us. Celebrities such as Kenneth Racafort. Hey, what's up? We have Pedro Ang. What's up? There's a lot of what's up. The sky is up. The green laser. Shooting those lasers. I'm not even going to try. Yo, Tom Darkstar. I'm just going to call you Yo Darkstar. My arch nemesis / strongest supporter, Peyton Holden. What's up? Good morning. Hey, Peyton, we hung out with some people over the 4th of July, and I told them your story. The story of you posting my butt everywhere. Getting my my orange juice. Yeah, they thought it was funny. Yeah, a lot of fun here. Brutal. They were brutal. Yeah, that fight scene was pretty crazy. Lord Crackhead 33. I always wanted to ask you, are there 33 crackheads before you? Are you the 33rd? Crackhead? Is there like a whole clan of crackheads out there, and then you're the lord of the crackheads? So I don't know how the crackhead thing works. But apparently there's 33 of them, and you are the lord of them all. Yes, all good in the neighborhood. And you? I'm doing good. Getting a little nervous. We're getting down to the launch of Black and White. So Black and White Volume 2, Man versus Machine. I have 60 pages laid out. I always hold these up, but no one can ever see them. But the story, the plot is actually written. And so here's my little thumbnails. So then I work them up on 8.5 by 11, and then I do half pages, and they're all to scale, so I can blow those up and blue line them, and then tighten up the pencils, and then ink them up. So you saw that was page 57. I got page 60 here on my desk that I need to tighten up. So the plot is written. The book is pretty much laid out. I'll have it finished up probably by day's end, early tomorrow, which means that all the visuals, all the pacing, the visual pacing, everything will be done. I have a few pages, I think 5 pages that are pretty tightly penciled. I just need to ink them up and put them together. And then we're going to put a little video together, and then I just have to do the graphics for the campaign itself, the campaign page. Hair or something here. Yeah, so I'm getting a little nervous about launching Black and White, because I mean, it's, you work so hard on these things, and you really have no idea how people are going to accept them. So I'm really hoping that you guys like the book and support the campaign. So that's going to be soon. I keep giving you guys actually times and dates, but I'm just going to start saying soon. It always takes so long to do these. It takes longer than you think. Apparently, Lord Crackhead hasn't thought about it too much. He says, good question. So 33 must mean something to you. Don't give him any ideas. Oh no. Oh no. It's all going to go to his head. 33rd in the line of crackhead succession. Yeah, maybe he's the 33rd Lord of over the crackheads. Lord Howdy. Let's see, Peyton. So I'm famous in the Woodlands. Yeah, you're infamous in the Woodlands, indeed. And a royal pain in my ass. Terror Wombat, blow them up like you do the bathroom. Yeah, there are times that the bathroom gets blown up. I don't mind saying. Mr. K, in his way, will challenge the world. Like him and Chris, what is his name? Batista, Drax the Destroyer. What a blowhard, man. My wife told me that he's standing by that hammer thrower in the Olympics that won the bronze, that decided to use her podium, America's podium, to pontificate about her problems with this country. And then Drax the Destroyer says that she should be able to do that. And it's like, yeah, in America, protest all you want, say whatever you want, that's fine. But you're representing America when you're up there, and you should keep your mouth shut. You can have your points of view, but you really are there to represent America. And I don't think politics should have anything to do with the Olympics. I think if we start, letting this happen, it's not just going to be America. It's going to be other countries that are going to say things too. And I do think if we start doing this, we're going to lose the spirit behind the Olympics, which is to put all your pettiness aside and just compete in a fair and honest way and represent your country. I just don't. I mean, if she starts tearing down, the country and Dave Batista has his way, then what are we cheering for? Are we cheering for America, or are we cheering for individuals? Like, what the hell are we even cheering for at that point? Are we cheering for her politics? No, we should be cheering for our team, which is America. So weird, man. So weird, where there's people defending people like that. She has a right to talk in America. She has a right to protest in America. But I don't think the Olympics is a place to do it. I think you look like you look ungrateful is what you look like. I also think like the Oscars and Grammys and all those things, when they start talking, they get up on the podium and they start talking about this, that, and the other thing, politically speaking. I think it makes them look like blowhards. Just accept your award and thank the people that helped you get there, and then get down. It's not really the place to do that. And also, if everybody did that, that show would run way long, and then it just becomes a way for people to talk about their politics, and that just takes away the focus of what it really is. It's not about politics. It's about you know, the Olympics are about sports. It's about the best of the best representing your country and going out there in a fair manner and competing. That's all it's about. The Oscars is just about getting an award for a great performance that you did, and then being grateful about it and walking off. Nobody wants to hear this stuff. But no one's saying you can't do these things, but there's a time and place to do them. Also, I think when, like in the Olympics or you know, on those award ceremonies, you're holding people hostage because they have to listen to you because they're there for the event. They're not there for you to go off, you know, on your political views. They're there to actually support the industry, you know, whatever it is, whether it's film or music or whatever. So, and then I often think like, well, if everybody went up there and did that, it would just change the flavor of what it's about. So if all these other countries went up and they started talking about, you know, their gripes, their political gripes and stuff like that, you know, what the hell? It's supposed to be a celebration of America, going and competing in a world arena. That's all, man. I cheer for Cheerios. I have had Cheerios for the last 3 days. I like Cheerios. I cheer for Cheerios as well. Yeah, I just think it's so weird. And then there's blowhards like Dave Bautista that's like, yeah, it's her right. Not in the Olympics. It's not. They have rules. They have regulations. They're not saying that she can't protest. The satanic, what is the psychopaths elite have brainwashed the masses into championing their goals and agendas, true diabolical evil. Yeah, well said. Hey chat, what's up? The beam pad, the green laser. Why do they get to speak? I thought they just stood on the podium and got their medals. Well, just to be honest, she didn't speak. It was they were playing the national anthem, and she turned her back on the camera. I guess turned her back away from the audience and the camera, and then kind of like she wasn't part of what was going on. So she disassociated herself with her body language, and then she held up a T-shirt that said something like, I'm a athlete activist or something like that. So congratulations, you're an athlete activist, but this isn't the place to do that. So I think she won the bronze. I'm secretly hoping that she goes down pretty quickly and doesn't get that far. I don't think she deserves that right to do that. I mean, the very least, you know, keep your mouth shut, because you're definitely tainting the spirit of what it's all about. Oh, you can? I don't think she did though. I think she's still representing America. But you'd still be, but you couldn't be as an American, right? So how would you do that? You'd have to declare your own nation. I don't know how that would work. Well, I'm gonna get Eric in here soon. I just wanted to say hi to everything. Yes, please smash that like button. But Eric, well, it's very common in young women these days to be disrespectful towards their community and to air their dirty laundry in public. Zero self-respect. Yeah, zero self-respect and zero respect for other people that live here. Because even Dave Bautista, this is the thing that cracks me up. You know, let's just say, okay, you know, Disney Disney fired Gina Carano for saying something that was true. I'm not going to get too much into, you know, all that backstory. And then he can say what he says, and doesn't get fired. And it's just how he feels. It's not even fact. It's not even truth. And so he stays, you know, and he keeps his job because you know, it's so funny when these guys are like activists, like Dave Bautista's like, he's an activist, right? But when he spouts off his mouth, he's towing the company line. That's how Disney feels. They feel exactly the same way as you do. So when you think you're being so out there and you're being so brave and you're being so like against the grain, you're really not, because you know your company is behind you. If he said something anti-Biden or Trump or I mean pro-Trump, anti-Biden, you know, something like that, let's see how Disney would feel if you went against their political narrative. Then you would be brave, Dave Bautista. But right now, I mean, you're just towing the corporate line. You're just being a mouthpiece for how they feel. So you're not even taking a chance. I mean, Gina Carano did, but you're not. You're what is it? Some Cam says he's a coward. Cowards like Bautista would be the same person cheering the 1930 rallies in Germany, zero principles. Yeah, I mean, it's just so weird that, you know, he thinks he's brave, and then people think he's brave, or people that speak out like this, or that woman at the Olympics, but they're really not. You know, they already know how their corporate overlords feel. They're just towing the corporate line, playing it very safe, if you ask me. It's like brown nosing. It's just a form of brown nosing. It's like, I'm going to say what my corporate overlords want me to say and score some points so I can keep my job. Whether he believes it or not, I don't know. I don't know. But also, when these guys spout off shit like that, you know, they should always be aware that there's at least half the population that don't agree with them, and that they potentially could be making half the people not like them and not support what they make. And I know it's real popular because they're so brave that they say, well, then don't support my stuff. They can say that now because not everybody knows Dave Bautista's politics. But once they do, you know, once it's real clear what side he stands, then he could potentially be pissing off the other half of the people. That's half of the people that won't support you anymore. So it's real brave right now because it's safe. But what happens when all those people have your number, Dave Bautista? What happens when all those people have Disney's number and clearly know what they're doing? Then potentially they run the gambit or the risk of losing half their audience. That's a lot. I think it's always best just to keep your politics to yourself. I think there's a time and place for things, but not the way they're doing it. Bautista got a taste for that Hollywood money, and he will do whatever it takes to keep it. I do think it's a little bit it's like a form of brown nosing, right? It's like, you know, I'm going to say what the corporation wants me to say. Let's see what Eric says. Celebrities are paid puppets, tools for propaganda. It is obvious when you see there is a very specific message constantly getting reinforced by them. Yeah, there is something like that going on. I do agree. Let me see. We should get Eric in here. Let's see what Eric has to say. He says he's ready to go. Let's see if Eric truly is ready to go. We got some Shadow Sentry. We're gonna fling on you. I'm gonna get up on my podium. I'm gonna graciously or ungraciously accept my bronze medal, and then just spew a bunch of shit. I'm not going to do that. Let's see. Yeah, very few celebrities speak against the mainstream. That is true because they know. they know that they're going to probably get fired, like Gina Carano. I think Gina Carano was also like a safe person to fire, because they didn't think there was going to be much backlash, and it sets an example to other people that may, not toe the company politics. It's an abuse of power. They like to say fair and equitable and use all these terms, but that's an abuse of power, and that's bullying. When you have that much power and you let all your employees know where you stand, and if they say anything against it, that they're going to get fired. That's that's horrible. wait, what is this? 31% of celebrities look like Del Keown. I think Slick Rick is just making that shit up. I don't think that's an actual statistic. I think you pulled that one right from your butt. You just went boom, put it right there, right in the chat. No, not Eric Ninaltowski. Did I say Weathers? No, Eric Ninaltowski. I might have said Weathers. Yes. In a world where law and order is often blurred to gray, justice can only be black and white. See, right there. It's like no bullshit. Let's get down to right and wrong. As they used to say, the brass tacks. I don't know what that means. Del Keown looked like a younger and less crazy Jim Carrey. Yeah, he still has his hair, man. He's still rocking it. Yeah, Del's a rocker. Victor Thomas is in the house. How do you say this? Lightning fan. Is that lightning? Lightning. Pastmaster Dan. Del could cosplay as the conductor from The Matrix. I don't remember what the conductor looked like. All right. I'm gonna throw Eric under the bus. He's gonna have to sink or swim in this stream. All right, Eric, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have you heard? We're talking about Dave Bautista, and he stands by that woman that won the bronze for the hammer toss. You heard about that, right?
The chick who covered her head during the national anthem?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dave Bautista, Drax the Destroyer, is not content in just destroying the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he wants to destroy all that is good in this country, Eric. So he has, like it means anything, but he stands by her and her right to protest. And I want to hear what you have to say about this, because the chat has already chimed in. Like I said, I'm throwing you right into the heat here.
Yeah, it ticks me off. I don't think as an American citizen you should be able to protest in that manner. It's, yeah, I don't get it. And she said like, oh, they did it at the wrong time. They're supposed to do it later. They caught me off guard, and I think they just did it to like see my reaction, and they knew I was whatever. But still, it's horribly disrespectful. And it's like, if you're an American, be an American. Like, stand up for your flag, stand up for what the country stands for. Protests in your own way. Sports figures, public figures. It's like, I don't think you have the right to protest that way.
Especially when you are representing the country, you're representing America. And so no one's saying you can't protest.
Right.
No one said to her that she couldn't protest, but there is a time and place. And I think it's tacky, especially when you're getting an award. You're getting an award and you're representing a country, and then you're just like, middle fingering like half the people, because in these elections, I mean, America is pretty much kind of a 50-50, with belief system. So you're automatically going to piss off 50% of the people, you know, you love the country. And so, yeah, I think it's ungrateful, you know, to accept an award and to say that you're representing the country and then to speak out against it. It would be like me working at Marvel and taking Marvel money and then saying how horrible it is to work at Marvel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can say things, but I think when you're taking their paycheck and stuff, I think you kind of, out of respect, you shouldn't say anything. Years later, or when you're not working for them, you can maybe, you know, be more truthful or honest. But yeah. I don't think it's heroic. I don't think these people are brave. You like Dave Bautista coming out and saying, you know, like he stands with her and that she should be able to, you know, speak her politics and do what she did. But I'm thinking like, yeah, that's pretty brave, Dave, because you know exactly how Disney feels. They feel exactly that way. So you're not really going against the corporate, you know, narrative. You're actually playing towards it. So you're not brave.
Yeah.
You're saying exactly what they would be saying. Gina Carano was brave.
Yeah.
You're not brave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here to celebrate your new book, man, Shadow Sentry 2. How does it feel to get the second volume out, man?
It feels really good. Yeah, it's exciting. And just to see 3 days we got our funding, that was awesome. So yeah,
it's a good looking book, and I like there may be a homage to a certain cover.
Yeah.
A wraparound cover of a #1 issue that Marvel put out a while back.
Check it out.
Let me see. Let me go to. Also, the book is done.
Yeah. So I did perfect bound. So I mean, you can't quite get the full effect. It's not a floppy, but there you go.
Yeah, it looks like Cable #1.
Oh yeah.
A cover that maybe I penciled and inked. Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. Keep talking. I'm gonna see if I can find the cover.
Yeah. So I changed just a few things just to make, because I had to add Jason over here on there. Which finger is it? This one.
So it frames in perfectly.
Yeah. So your Cable had 2 guns. My guy's got 1, and but I kind of wanted to keep some of the same poses I could on the back. So Ganon has the same pose. This chick, I don't know who she was. I don't know her name in the book. I apologize. And I just kind of put everybody in the same kind of layout you had. But yeah, it was super fun. I love doing homages. I did one for X-Men #3 as well for my regular cover. And yeah, in a perfect world, Art, I would have had you draw it for me, but I know you're busy.
Oh yeah, I'm having a hard time finding. Oh, there we go. All right.
And I noticed on Google they don't post it's hard to find the full wraparound. They just have like the front and the back separately.
Yeah. I'm looking. I'm trying to find it now, and it's there's none that are open. Let me see. There we go.
Yeah, I found one, and then I did not find it again.
Yeah, here's the back. So yeah, you can find the front and back, but not open together.
Yeah. We need to fix that, Art. Let's fix it.
Fix it now. I don't know how to fix it, Eric. I can barely keep up with stuff around here. So, man, how's California? I know you're still there.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You know, same old stuff, same heat. What's really killing me is right behind our house, they're building new houses. They just finished 2 properties over. Now, right directly behind our house, they're building 9 more. So we got dust like crazy. Our pool is like full of dust. But other than that, I mean, it's great. Nice weather.
You're like San Diego, right? You're Southern California.
Yes.
Like south. Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have a little bit better, like cooler air than we did because we were in Corona, so we're a little bit more desert climate, or we're more desert climate. Yeah. So I don't know if you know this, but we moved to Texas.
Yes, I did notice. How is it, man?
It's good. Yeah. So this is the cover right here, you guys. So this is the cover that Eric was paying the homage to. The homage. This one came signed. Look at that. There's the signature right in the center there.
Nice. Is that your signature?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only one I could find.
Yeah. So, yep, I kept the water tower. I changed cables, my guy's stance. But other than that,
Yeah, you have your guy right in like in front of the water tower, right?
yeah.
And then you moved your cable guy. You're standing over to the right a little bit more.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, thanks for doing that. It came out great. Let me see that cover again.
Yeah, the colors are fantastic. It's my guy Carbon Graphics. Yeah. There you go.
Got a big old laser there.
Got
Look
your-
at that.
Got your After AT right there.
Oh, that's sweet. Perfect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So let me get into this, and so we can give people a reference point. I'm going to go to the your site and show off Shadow Sentry Book 2, Belly of the Beast. So so is this 6 days into it?
Yeah. Yep.
10,645, 153 backers, man. This is great.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, I take it as a sign that the people didn't hate the first book. So I'm like, all right, I didn't do too bad for my first time out.
Yeah, definitely. No, it looks great, man. Your artwork's always fantastic anyway.
Thanks, man.
So you got a variant by Aaron Lepresti and Kanan White. Oh, and Matt Cosson.
Yeah, they all came out awesome. And I had no idea. I asked Aaron to do a cover, and I'm thinking, all right, let me get the inks, and then I'll give it off to my colorist. And now he did the full thing, man. He flatted it himself, he colored it himself, and it came out awesome.
Yeah, Aaron's a control freak.
Is he?
I don't know. If you've noticed on the professionals, Eric and I, or not Eric, Aaron and I, kind of have a bombastic relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cut each other. Sometimes we make each other cry. Never. Bloodbane's got a new look revealed in book 2.
Yeah.
Was this a tease right here?
It is. Yeah, I don't want to show it yet, man. So I blacked it out.
When in doubt, black it out. And here's your covers. So this is yours, right?
That's mine. Yep. So that's the homage to X-Men #3 by Jim Lee and Williams.
Yeah.
Matt Cosson. I love that cover. Came out awesome.
Did Matt do the color?
He did not. No, that's my guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, looks great.
Yeah.
And this is Lepresti right here.
Yeah. Can't mistake his art.
Yeah. I've inked that line many a time.
Yeah.
This is great. Yeah, Aaron's turned into quite a colorist too. I think he's going to be coloring his new book.
Really?
Yeah.
Garbage Man?
I think so. I believe he at least colored the cover. So is this you as who is this?
That's Kanan White. That's Kanan White's cover.
Okay.
Yeah. I love his collage montage covers, so I'm like, just do something with that and I'm good. I'll love it.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a cover to get. The cable homage.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I'm really hoping they use some of those supporting characters in this book for the movies, because then I'll get a fat royalty check. Yeah.
So you created those characters, some of those characters?
Yeah, Fabian and I did. Yeah, some of them.
Nice.
Obviously not Cable, but
right.
That was Rob Liefeld.
We'll let you slide on that one.
Well, you can slide on that one. Here's the line art from Matt.
Yeah. So I was selling his original line art for the cover on the campaign, and that sold in, I think, the first day, maybe first or second day. So that is gone, unfortunately.
Sweet. Well, I'm gonna go back up, and you tell me a little bit about what Shadow Sentry is, and then we'll get into the tiers. Oh, wait, we got the video. Maybe the video can do some of this for us, the heavy lifting. Let me make sure that. Uh-oh, there's an echo. Hey, Eric.
Yep.
Are you on mute?
No, you want me to?
There was an echo. There's still an echo. Yeah, go ahead and mute. Let me see if there's still an echo, echo, no echo. Yeah, somehow I think it's going, picking up through your mic or whatever. But I'm going to play the video here. Let's do this. Boom.
Shadow Sentry. Book 2 is a 50-page graphic novel that picks up right on the heels of Book 1. Jason Augustine, the son of a highborn and hellborn, has been hidden away these past 18 years, but now he's resurfaced due to his own brush with death. The Shadow Sentry have managed to rescue Jason from Vengeance Grasp, but now Bloodbane and Hopscotch have managed to track him down. Let the battle begin. The Shadow Sentry and Hellborn battle it out in an epic battle you won't want to miss. Action, adventure, horror. Shadow Sentry has it all in this X-Men meets the Matrix superhero team book with a supernatural twist. Back it today, only on Indiegogo.
Yeah. So you wanna elaborate on what the concept is?
Sure. Yeah. So I wanted just a classic, good versus evil superhero team book. I grew up, I got into comics around, I found the X-Men. That was like my first book I fell in love with. So I wanted to create something similar, but I wanted to give it, a different feel and a different spin. So I went with more of a supernatural appeal to it. So you have people who have these near-death experiences, and when they return from the other side, they come back with these supernatural powers. So you have Hell kind of like amassing this army on Earth, trying to take over, and then also you have the Highborn, which is the good guys, and they make up the Shadow Sentry. And it's not just the Shadow Sentry itself, so it's kind of like more of a global thing. But obviously, I don't want to get into all that just yet. So I just want to focus on this one team. And the first story arc kind of more centers around Jason, who is the son of a Highborn and a Hellborn. And so he was the kid there in the video, and you kind of get immersed into what's going on through him and his story. And so in right at the end of the first book, he's captured by Bloodbane and Hopscotch. And then right into book 2, we're going to have this huge battle scene where the Shadow Sentry and the Hellborn clash. So it's going to be awesome.
That is cool. So we have the tiers here. Wow, there is quite an echo. Yeah, so early bird special, you still have early bird. You still have a few of them. So This is there's 5 books. So this is all the variants, and then
book 1 as well.
And book 1, okay. Yep. And that's you got up to 50. Wow, this is really unnerving. There's a major echo here. Let me come back. Hold on.
It sounds okay to me, but
it sounds okay. If the chat doesn't hear it, chat, let me know if there's an echo. If not, I'll just muscle through it. It might just be on my side, but it sounds like I'm echoing because I hear my voice. I don't hear your voice echoing.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's picking up on yours, I think.
Okay. Let me get my mic out of the way a little bit. See if that helps.
Do you have headphones?
I do, yeah.
I think headphones are supposed to eliminate the echo. So Joe Bernardo says echo, echo but not bad. Reshare without sound maybe. He needs headphones. Okay. Yeah. So can you pick up some headphones, and I'll entertain the troops while you're doing that. Yeah. When you mute, it goes away. So let me know in the chat if you still hear the echo, since Eric has muted his mic. Sorry about this, you guys. Sometimes these things happen. What? Yeah. So yeah. Eric and I have known each other for a while. I used to live in Southern California, so we would do shows together. So I do remember a Comic-Con Revolution in Riverside, and we were like end caps. Like I was on one end and he was on the other. And it's always good when you do these conventions and you have somebody you trust, because one, you can get up to use the restroom and they'll watch your booth, your table. And sometimes, like if you go grab some food, you can bring it back for them, or vice versa. Or if you have to meet with people, they can watch your table. So we were doing a lot of that back and forth. It makes it a lot easier to do the conventions. And I think that Eric had the wall of prints. So he had a bunch of prints up and everything. He had quite the setup. Yeah, I just kind of go just all stripped down, just the bare minimum. So while he's doing that, I'm going to share Chrono Mechanics. Because Chrono Mechanics, you guys, is we're going to close it out at the end of this month. So I don't want to, but there's several things that happened. One, my email got hacked, so I lost my email. And so the other is we had to shut down the Hack Shack Corporation. And that's where we were doing business through for this campaign. And so when we moved to Texas, we had to get rid of the corporation because it was set up in California. So there's several things that are very, very boring, but we have a grace period on the corporation. So we can go till the end of this month, and then we need to shut it down, so we can do business with that, the corporation until then. So this is Chrono. And I was going to play the video, but it's a little long, and I'm just kind of I'm doing some razzle dazzle until Eric can get back. So yeah, we're at 53. We just got another 1,000, so we're at 5315, 770 backers. They do more before the dawn of time than most people do all day. They are time traveling repairmen, you guys. So time is literally a big machine, and it breaks down a lot. So there's these teams that go out and repair the big machine. So this story focuses on Team 9.2 of Sector 7. And what happens at the beginning of the story is they lose a fourth member. There's always 4 members, team members for the repair team, and they lose a member. And so this story is all about a new recruit. And the new recruit is obviously this guy standing here with the lime green guitar. It's like, what's wrong with this picture? This guy does not fit in. So that's what the story is going to be about. It's going to be about trying to fit into a group of people that you really have nothing in common with, and you absolutely have no work ethic either. So Doug is just the guy that, like, to him, work is a 4-letter word. So we'll see if he can step up and be the next team member for the Chrono Incorporated business. So this is Chrono Incorporated. It's a business that is in timeless space. So they have the offices here. They have all the time ships here. This is basically the corporation. This is the corporate headquarters here. And so here's what it looks like in the interior. And here's some of the, this is when Doug first gets to meet the mechanics. So that was Caravaggio. This is Oot. So you can see there's tension. It's not going very smoothly. And so, yeah, the link is in the description, you guys. Come by if you like what you see. Back it. If you've already backed, we have the poster tier that you can get, and we have the sketchbook that you can get. So you can still pick up stuff. And the best part about the Chrono campaign right now is all this stuff is done. It's finished and it's ready to go. So as soon as we get those orders, they will go out ASAP. So Eric is back.
I'm back.
Back for the attack.
My headphones don't work, unfortunately, on this computer. But how am I sounding?
There's still a little bit of an echo, but it's only when I talk, so I won't talk.
Sorry, man.
No, we'll get through it. Yeah. So let's hit up your tiers and see what Shadow Sentry has as far as tiers. No more tiers. Let me go up to the front. So we have the featured, which is the 5 books. Those are the 4 variants for this campaign, right? And the original book?
Correct. Yeah. So that's a new variant cover that I'm only offering with this campaign, and that's the cable homage. So you'll get all those books in metal and also the books themselves.
Oh, okay. So only the one wraparound, the cable homage, is in the early bird.
And also you can get book 2 and that book. But yeah, so that it's also in some secret perks for my first backers. But beyond that, that's the only place you're going to get them.
Oh, killer. Go digital. So you got 9 of those. That's just the book itself?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And that's always good for the overseas market.
Yeah.
Here's book 1 and 2 for only $5 more. It's a steal.
I'm all about those deals.
Yeah, here's the main book here. Shadow Sentry with the main cover, 35 claimed. Very good. Are these? Yeah, these are signed by Eric himself.
Yep.
So Eric, are you doing everything? You're writing, penciling, inking?
Correct. Yes.
A one-man army.
Yeah.
Here's the Matt Cosson A variant, 6 claimed. We got the Aaron Lepresti B, 7 claimed, and the Kanan White C. We have 13 claimed. Very cool. Very, very cool. So here's a twofer with a discount, right?
Yeah. $10 off.
$10 off. So you guys also sometimes these. I don't know about you, but sometimes the shipping is a little less as well.
Yeah.
The shipping price. So these are always good. 0 claimed. Holy moly! You guys got to get on this, man. If you have a friend, I always thought like these would be great jams. Like if you had a friend that wanted Shadow Sentry, just go in, do it as one order, and then you each can have, lunch money.
Yeah. Or I like to have one that I can just put to the side and like not mess with, and then read one. So that way, if I jack it up, I still got a good copy.
Oh, you have your collector's edition. Yeah, that's a good advice. You came up in the '90s, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a '90s mindset, man. I'm still like roll them up, put them in your back pocket, and climb a tree and read your book. I don't think like a collector a lot. So this is book 1 and 2. Wait a minute, book 1 and 2.
Yep.
Plus cards. Yeah. So is the cable cover? Is that a new cover for book 1?
Correct. So I printed those when I went to print for book 1, and I knew I wanted to overprint. I wanted to have something to offer on the second campaign and have something a little more exclusive. So I did that cover for just this campaign.
Okay, I thought it was a variant for issue 2, but it's a variant for issue 1.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, that's why that the featured tier was kind of messing me up because I didn't see an issue 1, but there was an issue 1, and it's the cable cover. Okay. Yep. Got it.
So if anybody missed out on the first campaign, they can get book 1, and I'm going to throw in the cards as well. I know some people like to collect the cards, and I'm kind of going to do them in sequential order. Just keep going 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so you can get those as well. And you can also add on card number 3, which is only for people who got on the pre-campaign, and I'm giving those out for free if you did get on that pre-campaign. But if you missed it, you can still get it in the add-on for $3.
Yeah, that's the best part about these pre-launch, right? Is the freebies, and it's an excuse for us to like do something that is unique and cool, outside the box. So what are these 2 trading cards? Is there artwork for them?
Not on the campaign. I'd show them to you, but I don't have them handy. But it's Commander Noble, who's the cable-looking fellow on the variant number 1, and then Marcion. He is the big baddie from book 1. I could show you a picture of him.
Okay. So all the ones with the cable cover, are those all like limited? Is that right? Because the featured's limited, and then this tier is limited. The book 1, book 2 plus cards.
Correct. Yeah. So I only printed 200 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got that artwork?
Yeah. So not that many, but yeah. So this is Martian. He's the big bad dude.
So that's going to be the card artwork. Very cool.
Yeah. So he is, I believe, the second card, and then
Okay.
Commander Noble is the first.
Sweet. So yeah, you guys get on. Wait, that's not the one I wanted to push. This is the one I want to push. So yeah, get on that because yeah, this cable cover is very, very limited. You said there's only 200 printed?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're selling like hotcakes, as they say. So this is pick 2 variants. So this is like you get to choose the 2 variants that you want.
Yes. And then you can also add the third on the add-on section if you want. But yeah, if you want to grab 2, this is the spot to do it. And yeah, if you can't decide, just get all 3 in the add-on. And when you do the add-on, nice thing is you don't pay any extra shipping. So.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So do you have a tier where you can get all 4 of the variants?
That would be the early bird special.
The featured, but the featured also comes with issue 1, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the 5 books. So the only place you can get all the books is in the early bird special. Okay.
Correct.
And you don't sell the cable by itself.
No, I wish I could. I wish Indiegogo, because you add your items, everything that you sell, you add it. It'd be nice if you could just limit the items themselves, but you can't do that. You have to actually limit the perks. So because they did it that way, I had to figure out, okay, I have this many books. I want to have it in these different tiers. So then I ended up having to limit each tier. And it just kind of, if I could just add the item, add it by itself, and then when it sells out, and then it just takes it off all the perks. And then I'll just create new perks, but it doesn't do it that way, unfortunately.
So we have headshots here, and then we have a full sketch. Are these in the book, or are these like on a separate sheet?
Those will be on a separate sheet. So I'm doing it the same way I did the first book, where it's actually, you could take it off. It's more of a slip cover. So it's cool. I have the page, I draw it on it, and then I score it and I bend it, and then I put it on the book and seal it and ship it that way. But I can actually draw on it while it's flat and not, just kind of makes it easier.
Right. That's pretty cool. And then the full figure will be done the same way?
Correct, yeah. And on that one, I will add some gray tone as well.
Sweet. Pretty good deal there. The Highborn special. So what is this?
So that is super limited. You get all of the book 1 covers, as well as the new variant, and then all the book 2 covers, and then you also get them all on metal. So that's kind of like all the prints that all the books I've done so far. You get all of them.
Okay, I don't see the cable one in here.
So Shadow Century book 1 variant, that would be.
Oh, okay. I'm a visual person, so I don't see it up there. Yeah. Okay, and so this is, you can get, somebody took advantage of this one. That's awesome. Yeah, so this is a tier where you can be drawn in the book. Ooh, so handsome.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're ugly, I want to draw you way in the background somewhere, but, if you're handsome, I'll put you up front. No. Just kidding.
That's cold, brother. That's cold. So only back this if you're handsome. So you're only going to get the good-looking people here. You should maybe charge like ugly people more. So like they're basically buying their spot in the front.
Right. Yeah. No, I actually have a bar scene in the second book where I'm gonna have tons of people. So I might even make him into a character that someone fights. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, who are we even kidding? Everybody in Comicsgate is attractive, so you're not even going to have this problem. Everybody's going to be in the front. And so, yeah, here's the original artwork, Matt's cover that's sold. Very cool. Yeah, you're doing really good for only being up for a couple days.
Yeah, I launched last Tuesday, so it's been about a week. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So 153, 154, you got a backer, my friends.
Woo-hoo. Thank you.
Pretty
awesome.
Cool, pretty darn cool. Yeah. So I was telling people when you were looking for your headphones that we had done some shows together in SoCal. And are you going to do Comic-Con Revolution this year?
I believe so. I think I'm on the list. Yeah.
Are you going to do San Diego this year?
No. So from what I understand, it's like totally limited, right? They're only bringing in a select, group of people, and next year they'll have.
I don't know.
Yeah. So it's because I emailed them about it just to see what was up, and it seems like it's basically whoever they invite kind of deal. It's going to be a really small show.
Really? So
Yeah.
are they still like uptight about COVID, and they just don't want a group of people?
Maybe.
The freaking all the amusement parks in SoCal are open. Like, who the hell? What the hell are they worried about, man? I'm sure all those businesses in downtown San Diego are like, please open this thing up. We need some money. Yeah, they somebody told me that they do half their business for the year in just that 4 or 5 days that the San Diego Con is there. Yeah.
Isn't that insane? Somebody told me that they could literally close their doors after Comic-Con and not reopen until next year. That's like how much money they make.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it because those places are packed, man. All that gas lamp area and stuff. Well, I think at least at this point, if I never went to San Diego again, I would be okay with that.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny because every year I would do it, I just about doubled what I made the year prior because I would set up in Artist Alley. Mm-hmm. But just the sheer headache of the con, it's just not worth it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you make money, but it's hard, man. It is daunting. 'Cause you're there drawing all day, and then just to get food, you're waiting in lines to get dinner. Sometimes, like, I took a shuttle back to my hotel, and it took, I think it was a half hour, and it was just like 3 or 4 blocks.
Wow.
Because of the traffic. Yeah, if I would have known, I could have just walked. I would have got there faster.
Right.
It's pretty nutty. But I still do. I figured out how to make the WonderCon work. Do you do the WonderCon show?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And since we used to live not far from that area, my wife would just drive up. She'd drop me off at the front, and then I would just unload and then just walk right up to the front. So the only problem I find with that venue is just the parking.
Yeah.
If you're driving in every day. I mean, a lot of people get hotels. I imagine you get a hotel, right?
Yeah, I usually travel with a friend, so we'll load up his van or whatever truck, and then we go to the back and unload everything there. And I mean, of all the cons, it's probably not that bad, doing the dock and kind of walking in that way. But yeah, but San Diego Comic-Con, forget it. I had to literally one year they had the Omni Hotel had some space open, and I hopped on it really quick, and I got in there, and it was like a VR kind of like, they had some freebies and like a VR thing, and they ended up kicking me out on Friday because they're like, this is like no sales are allowed in this venue. You know what I mean? So I literally had to take all my crap and walk it from the Omni Hotel over to the convention center. And it was like, it was only a block, but I mean, the crowd of people and just like, oh my gosh, it was insane. It was hot. I was like sweating.
I had this power trippy chick that worked the front of this hotel. And so it was me and 2 other friends, it was all above board. He let the hotel know how many people were staying. We paid the appropriate amount of money, all that stuff. Right. So we're at the con. He gives me the room key. So then I'm like, I'm going to go, drop off my stuff at the room, and I'll be back. And so I walked over there. I get up, I go to the room. The key doesn't work. So then I go down to the desk. I'm still thinking, no problem, right? And so then she's like, how do I know that that's your room? And I'm like, I should be on the list. I mean, and then I named the other 2 guys. I named them to her, and I said I was at the show, and he gave me the card. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it doesn't work. And she said, I don't see you on the list. And I said, do you see Dave? His name was Dave, and the other guy's name was Eric too. And she goes, I can't tell you that, sir. And I said, they're on that list. I said, I know they're on the list. And she said, if you continue to yell at me, sir, I will call the police. And I said, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do. I have the key. I gave you 2 names. What's the problem? And she goes, I'm just going to have to call the police. And I said, I guess I was just irate because it was ridiculous, right? And I said, oh, no, this is what it was, Eric. I said, because she's being such a, you know what? I said, well, it looks like I'm just going to have to sleep in the lobby. And she said, no, you won't, sir. And she goes, that's the last straw. And so she picks up the phone. And I said, is there anyone else that works here that I could talk to? Is there a manager? Is there anything? And then she goes, I'm in charge, sir. And I was like, oh, damn. I said, what if I gave you Dave's number and you could call him? And she goes, well, maybe. And so I gave her the number. She called Dave and worked it out. And so get this, okay? So they gave me another card. I went up. That card didn't work either. So then I had to come down. And by the time I came down, that woman that gave me all the crap, she was gone. And so there was another lady that was there, saw everything. And these are the moments that you hope for, right? These are the moments that keep us sane, Eric. Is she comes over and she goes, that woman is a complete and utter bitch. And she said, I saw everything. She said, I feel so sorry for you. She goes, I'll send a lock guy up and he'll take care of everything with the card and all that. And she said, so sorry about all this. And so, you know, it in a small way, it made it like, you know, where your sanity comes back. You're like, well, at least somebody else acknowledges that this woman was way out of control. You know, like she was just power tripping to power trip. It was so weird, man. Wow. And I was ready to throttle that lady because she was just holding me at hostage. And then she goes from 0 to 60 like in no time at all. She goes, well, I'm just going to have to call the police. It's like, you don't understand why I would be upset. Like, you have zero understanding. You have no idea, like, why. Right. Look outside. Look at the con. I just drove in, you know. It's just crazy. Yeah. It's a nut house out there. So Bob says, go to Alamo City Comic-Con Art. It's local. And from my understanding, you deal with less BS. Yeah, I've been invited to some of the one in Houston. And there's another one that I've been invited to, but I think at this point, just the whole COVID and all that, I think I'm gonna let everything kind of, you know, mellow out, and then I'm gonna, you know, go back out and do shows. But I'm doing pretty good without doing the shows now, and I'm sure you are too. Somehow we figured out how to make, you know.
Well, yeah, that's been Shadow Century for me. It was kind of, I switched my mic to my camera mic, so let me know if it sounds any better, Art. But yeah, doing the Shadow Century, I mean, that was I kind of came out of necessity because when COVID hit and all the conventions ended, I mean, that was like my monthly income. So I launched Shadow Century, and that kind of gave me the funding I needed to do the book and then also support myself and my family. So it was a godsend. So thank you, Comicsgate. And so now I'm back at it again. So in a perfect world, I'd have more of the book done, but I'm kind of doing it, you know, as I go. And yeah, so just gonna keep going, keep plugging away.
Well, it's a great looking book. If you don't mind, are you going to do it 30-day or 60-day?
So I'm gonna extend it to the 60-day after July 29th.
I think this thing's gonna do really, really well for you. What did Shadow Century 1 do?
It ended around 26,000.
Oh yeah, you're gonna decimate that, yeah. Because I heard somebody say, and these are old statistics. They said your first week, if it's a 30-day campaign, you can easily double it. So you know you'll do over 20,000. But I think with this Comicsgate, that's like without Comicsgate. You know, that's not this business model that we've created. So with this, you're gonna do well above that. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, indeed. So yeah, I do miss hanging out with you in Southern California, but I'll tell you, Texas is the place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it here. I got a forest in the backyard. It's crazy. I own land, Eric. Like the property that we're on here is probably over 4 times the size of the one in California. And everybody is really, really nice. People really like their freedom here, and I like it too. And there's less regulations, no state tax. Gas is half the price that it is in California. Housing is reasonable. There's young people, Eric, that actually own homes here. My daughter stayed in California, and I'm hoping that she can wise up soon, because I don't think she's ever going to be able to afford a home in Southern California.
Yeah, that's one of the things we were thinking about, for our kids, like even to rent is like astronomical. So we actually we were looking on the East Coast, because a lot of my family moved down to like South Carolina, Virginia area, and we have relatives in North Carolina. So we're like, let's check it out. And unfortunately, my wife couldn't find a good comparable job. You don't have to make quite as much money, but the cut in her, what she was going to make was going to be substantial. So Texas is probably going to be the next place we're going to look if we do want to move out of here. So
yeah, Texas, you don't have to worry about the snow. So
I thought you got snow.
It did snow, but it doesn't snow often. Like I think it was 1 in 60 years, like that.
Really?
It does get cold, but it doesn't snow, and it rains throughout the summer, and it's really nice. It's really green. We live in the woodlands, and this is like I've been in Beverly Hills. I've driven through, a Rodeo Drive, all that. This area that we live in, you can't even compare it. It's beyond that. Yeah, it is so gorgeous. The roads, everybody here is so nice. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, cool. So we do have.
Jealous.
Yeah, and for what you could sell your house for, you can do really well here.
Yeah, now that they're building all these houses behind us, our value is going to go up a lot. So.
Well, for some reason, I thought the value would be going down, but the value in Southern California is still going up. And I heard it's because of there's just shortage for certain types of houses. So we were lucky that the house that we owned fit that category. So we were able to sell the house for beyond what we thought we would be able to get. And I held out because it was like we didn't have to move. The house was pretty much paid off already, so we didn't have to move. So we just held out, and we got a pretty good amount. And so then bringing that money over to here, we got 5 times the house and paid a lot less than Southern California houses. So yeah, it's really nice here, indeed. So I am going to share one last thing, and then we're going to let Eric give a party shot for Shadow Sentry. So we have Black and White. We have Black and White Volume 2. This is the pre-launch page. So this is Man versus Machine. This is the long-awaited follow-up to Volume 1, and this is just going to blow everyone's mind. The layouts that I'm working on right now are fantastic. I'm doing this a little bit different. Usually I'll do layouts for a couple pages, and then I'll pencil and ink those. But what I'm going to do on this campaign and this book is I'm going to do everything at once. Like I wrote it all out with my writing partner, which I'm going to reveal tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big Black and White reveal tomorrow morning. So you guys stay tuned for that. So with my writing partner, and then I'm laying it all out like pretty tight thumbnails, and then I'm just going to start penciling it all at the same time, and then ink it all at the same time, and I'm going to do it that way just so I can stay focused, because running these campaigns and like just all the different hats you have to wear, it becomes hard on focus. So I think if I just kind of focus on the one part of the drawing or putting the book together, and then I can still promote and do the other things, it will probably be easier. And I'm hoping that productivity will go up. So I'll be able to do things a little bit faster. So here's the video right here. Yes. Yeah, Red Gaze did an amazing job on that video. So cool. Yeah, and this is the artwork that myself and Stefani Renee put together. So this is going to be the artwork for the free trading card, you guys. So this thing's going to kick ass. So if you sign up now, all I need is your email, and you will be eligible with the backing to get this trading card. And just like Eric, we're going to do early bird specials, exclusives, things like that. So everybody that signs up is going to have access to those early birds and the exclusives and get a free trading card. So come by, sign up. The link is in the description, as is Shadow Sentry. Shadow Sentry link is in the description. So go back Eric's book and sign up for a Black and White Volume 2. We're looking at possibly, I know I was saying soon. I'm just going to say soon. I always want to give a date for when we're going to go live with the campaign, but it's going to be soon. And also keep in mind, you guys, Chrono Mechanics is going to be shutting down at the end of this month. That is going to happen. So if you want back a book, if you haven't backed, the work in progress book that has all kinds of concept drawings, different versions of the characters. There's some of the animation stuff when I was developing it for animation with Kids WB. There's toy designs in there. There's all kinds of cool stuff behind the scenes. I love those work in progress books. So there's that, and then like I said, there's the print tier that's there, so you can get all kinds of cool prints. And there's also the variant cover collection. So if you have only backed the book, you just, that's the tip of the iceberg. There's all kinds of cool stuff that you guys can still get. So that's very cool. People are saying the echo is worse. So
I've been muted, so hopefully it's gone. But do you have your echo cancellation turned on? Because I know when I stream by myself, it's on stereo, and then I forget to transfer it. But
is that in StreamYard?
Yeah, you go down, you click on the camera mic thing, and then it pops up. And then on audio, you can turn on echo cancellation.
You mean on the Logitech camera, or where are you talking about?
On StreamYard, down the bottom, there's like the mute, stop camera, camera mic. If you click that, once that pops up and you click on audio, it says echo cancellation. Do you see that?
Echo, yeah, it is. Echo cancellation is checked off.
Huh.
Stereo is not checked. Automatically adjust mic volume. Yes.
R2D2 for life says both sounding good on my little phone speaker.
Well, that's good. Well, we're going to be wrapping this up, anyway. So sorry about that echo. It's usually not a problem.
It's my fault.
Eric just brings a bunch of crap.
I bring the noise. Sorry.
Dumps it on the stream. You know what? But it doesn't matter because you're a talented artist, and that's all that really matters, right?
As long as the pictures you see look good, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters, man. Everything goes into the comic book, yeah. So you have a parting shot?
Sure. Back Shadow Century book 2. It's gonna be epic. If you like 90s fun, 90s style with more of a modern coloring and maybe a little bit better storytelling, check out Shadow Century. I appreciate it, guys. You're awesome. Thank you guys in the chat. I've been reading the chat. Sorry I haven't been in there chatting with you, but I hear you.
Yeah, Joe says it sounds better. Rick says you need headphones. Not me.
Not art. I need to get headphones at work. What the heck?
Yeah. I got headphones, but I never wear them. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much, everybody in the chat, for hanging out with us. Thanks for coming on, Eric, and continued success with Shadow Century. It looks great. And you guys don't forget to sign up for Black and White Volume 2, Man vs. Machine. And there's still time, but time is running out for Chrono Mechanics. So everyone take care. And also, tomorrow morning, a big Black and White reveal. So everyone come in and hang out with us for that big reveal. So take care, and